Hello folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to the layout. Today we're going to do a special video. I'm going to give you a layout tour on JRH Productions. Okay folks, we're here at the layout which I call the Tri-State Central. And I call that the Tri-State Central because I like railroads from all over the Tri-State area. I live here in New Jersey, so I like railroads like the Pennsylvania Railroad, the New York Central, Jersey Central, the New Haven, Conrail, CSX, Norfolk Southern. So we're starting off right here at the control station. Don't mind a lot of the wiring. I have my DC power pack for some of my DC locomotives. I have my DCC throttle right here, which is a easy command, which is eventually going to be upgraded. In the back there, I have my program track. And if I move this chair out of the way, underneath here is all storage. For all of my cars and locomotive cases. And in this drawer, I have some model kits that still need to get built for the layout. Glues and tools and stuff. Now we're back up here on the layout for some stats and facts on the railroad. The main table you're looking at right now is roughly 5x7, almost 5x8, with a 3, almost 4-foot section down at the other end for the yard, which we'll look at in a little while. The track I use is Bachmann Easy Track with 11-inch radius on the inner and 15 on the outer, with an inner passing siding, or passing track. Here's the town right here, with a little park scene. I have some tunnels also on the railroad, 1, 2, and 3 down there. There's the switch for the passing siding. Goes all the way down there. And if we scroll back over here to the front, I have a switch right here that goes to this industrial park right here for some rail-served industries for boxcars and tank cars. That's the front of the layout. So we're at the back of the layout here. Here's that other crossover right here. Train running over it. I have the sound of this locomotives turned off. They're CSX-8s. They have sound. I just turned it off for the video. But here's another rail-served industry. Here's that switch track that goes in to the rail-served industries. I have one there we just saw. Here's another one that takes gondolas. And then here's one for coal hoppers. And right here are my bridges. And I've got another bridge right there in the center track. I know it's not as detailed and scenic as some of these other railroads on YouTube, but I make it work. Now we're over here getting into the yard, which is under construction right now. But here's that switch that goes off the main, comes down here, and goes into the yard. I'm still waiting on more track and stuff to finish out the yard, but here's what it looks like so far, with some storage, cars and storage on it already, but work in progress. And then I'll have a switch which I have back over here right now, but it's going to be further back eventually, and it goes all the way down around where this train is parked. And here's where my locomotive storage is going to be. I have locomotives parked up here right now, like my NJ Transit, a few CSX locomotives, a Pennsylvania, New York Central, and my Jersey Central. But this is going to be the locomotive storage. Now we're back over by the control station to just show you some things that I added to the fascia. Like this switch right here. This turns the layout on and off. Well, power to the layout on and off. Turns it from the layout to the test track that I showed you right down there. And then this switch flips from DC to DCC. So if I want to run some older DC locomotives, I can do so. And if you haven't seen, these are for a boat or an RV. They're just some flip down cup holders that I mounted to the fascia. So when I'm down here running trains, I can have a drink. Also have a bottle opener for you 21 and up people. Here's my switches, which I'm going to try to figure out a better situation to mount them, but this is just temporary for now. So I just want to say thanks, folks, for stopping by the layout today. Now we're going to run some trains. But if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on so you can see my next video. Thanks. See you in the next go-around.